Why most livestock guardian dogs fail and how to avoid it. Most livestock guardian dogs don't fail because they're bad dogs. They fail because they're raised in ways that quietly remove their authority. Failure doesn't usually look dramatic. It looks like predators slowly getting comfortable. It looks like loss is happening randomly. It looks like a dog that's present but not respected. This video is about why that happens and how to avoid it before damage is done. The biggest mistake people make is assuming guardian dogs fail loudly. They expect fights, visible weakness, obvious mistakes. But LGD failure is subtle. It happens when responsibility shifts away from the dog, predators stop taking it seriously, humans feel reassured while predators adapt. That gap is where most losses occur. Most LGDs fail because they're raised like pets. Pets are protected, emotionally reinforced, human-oriented. Guardian dogs must be independent, neutral, environment-oriented. When a dog looks to humans for comfort, direction, or reassurance, it stops owning space. Predators notice immediately. Pet-raised LGDs stay near the house, follow people, abandon perimeter patrol, and sleep where humans are. They become emotionally fulfilled but strategically blind. Predators don't confront them. They work around them. To avoid this, place the dog with livestock early. Limit unnecessary interaction. Let the dog be bored. Avoid constant praise or reassurance. Affection isn't the problem. Priority is. Many LGDs fail because owners demand visible action. They want barking, chasing, immediate response. But predators don't fear early reaction. They study it. Early reaction teaches distance, timing, limits. Predictability is weakness. Quiet dogs don't give feedback. They don't confirm detection. They don't reveal thresholds. They don't teach predators. Predators avoid uncertainty. Quiet doesn't mean passive. It means unreadable. Don't correct calmness. Don't force barking. Don't demand performance. Allow delayed reaction. Allow watching. Allow assessment. Nothing happening is often success. Pet obedience breaks LGDs. Obedience teaches fast response, handler focus, emotional engagement. Guardians need delayed response, environmental focus, emotional neutrality. A dog that waits for commands is not guarding. Teach only what's necessary. Basic recall for safety, boundary respect. Avoid constant commands, attention-based training, correction for independence. Judgment matters more than compliance. LGDs fail when humans interrupt assessment. Dogs hear, smell, and sense threats long before humans do. When owners call the dog back, reassure it, redirect attention, they break the dog's decision-making loop, and responsibility erodes. If the dog is watching, repositioning, scent marking, pausing, do nothing. Trust what you can't see yet. Young LGDs bark because they're uncertain. Owners panic and either punish barking, overmanage behavior, assume the dog is bad. This delays the maturity of the dog. Noise fills uncertainty. Judgment replaces it over time. Don't suppress appropriate barking. Don't reward panic. Let experience teach restraint. Quiet is earned, not forced. Scent is territory. LGDs mark boundaries, corridors, predator paths. Discouraging marking removes psychological ownership. Predators read scent more than sound. Let dogs mark. Let them patrol. Let them establish presence. This is communication, not misbehavior. Most LGDs mature slowly. Many don't fully settle until 2 to 3 years old. Rushing maturity creates anxiety, overreaction, and burnout. Durability takes time. Measure success by reduced testing, calm livestock, long quiet periods, not by drama. A successful guardian dog is quiet most of the time, reacts late, moves intentionally, avoids unnecessary conflict. If this describes your dog, it hasn't failed. It's working. Most LGDs don't fail. They're broken by misunderstanding. They're treated like pets, managed like pets, judged like pets, and predators exploit that. If you want a livestock guardian dog to succeed, you must give it something most dogs never get: responsibility. Not control, not reassurance, not constant involvement, trust. The dogs that succeed aren't perfect, they're allowed to become competent, and once that happens, predators stop testing, and failure quietly disappears. In order to fix failure, you must determine whether the dog is failing or just simply immature. Many LGDs between 8 months and 24 months look ineffective. Inconsistent reactions, uncertainty, loud phases followed by quiet phases. That's not failure, that's development. Failure only exists when responsibility has been removed or redirected long term. Mislabeling a stage as failure leads to overcorrection, which creates failure. A failing LGD shows consistent signs, stays near humans instead of livestock, reacts emotionally instead of strategically, and waits for direction before acting. Most people attempt to fix behavior before fixing the environment. That's backwards. LGDs respond to placement, reinforcement patterns, and emotional gravity. Before correcting the dog, you must correct what the dog is oriented toward. The fastest way to recover a failing LGD is to reset orientation. That means moving the dog back with livestock full time, removing access to the house, reducing human engagement dramatically. Orientation resets responsibility. Dogs guard what they live with, not what they visit. This is hard for owners, but critical. Excessive human interaction reinforces emotional dependence, hesitation, handler focus. A recovery period requires boring neutrality from humans, not punishment, not neglect, just absence of emotional reinforcement. Most recoverable LGDs show improvement within 30 to 60 days once orientation is corrected. Signs of recovery are increased watchfulness, less frantic barking, more deliberate movement, and longer stillness. If nothing changes after this window, the issue may be structural. Behavioral failure can be fixed. Structural failure usually cannot. Structural failure includes extreme fearfulness, complete livestock avoidance, severe overbonding to humans, lack of territorial interests. No amount of training fixes missing instinct. Not every dog is meant to guard. Forcing a mismatched dog increases stress, increases livestock risk, burns time and resources. A dog that cannot assume responsibility will never be trusted by predators. Rehoming is not failure, it's alignment. Some LGDs make excellent companion dogs, property dogs, low-pressure guardians. Rehoming them from livestock work may save both the dog and your operation. Some failures aren't individual, they're environmental. In high-pressure predator zones, a single LGD may be insufficient. Adding a second dog reduces stress, reinforces territory, stabilizes confidence. Failure sometimes means under-resourcing, not incompetence. Owners often hover when a dog struggles. This backfires. Micromanagement teaches, you don't need to decide, I will. Recovery requires space, not supervision. Helpful corrections look like boundary enforcement, livestock safety intervention. Harmful correction looks like suppressing alert behavior, punishing independence, correcting uncertainty. Correct actions, not instincts. LGDs do not gain confidence through praise. They gain confidence through uneventful nights, repeated non-events, stable routines. Silence builds confidence. Drama destroys it. Owners struggle because success looks like nothing. No barking, no chasing, no confrontation. Learning to trust absence of loss as success is essential. Sometimes failure is caused by weak physical boundaries. Better fencing, better placement, and defined zones help dogs succeed. Training cannot compensate for chaotic environments. This is uncomfortable but necessary. LGDs fail when expectations are unrealistic, patience is absent, human reassurance overrides instinct, changing the owner often fixes the dog. Most guardian dogs don't need to be exceptional. They need to be reliable. Expecting perfection leads to disappointment. Expecting responsibility leads to stability. Starting over is sometimes the best option, not because you failed, but because you learned. The second dog is almost always raised better than the first. Recovered LGDs patrol quietly, react selectively, stop seeking approval, assume responsibility naturally. These dogs often look boring, but they're not. They're successful. Most LGDs don't fail permanently. They fail when responsibility is taken away. When responsibility is restored, many dogs recover. And when they can't, the right decision is alignment, not force. There is one moment most livestock guardian dogs don't recover from. Not barking, not immaturity, not confusion. It's when a guardian dog kills multiple livestock. Once that line is crossed, the problem is no longer training, management, or development. It's a broken role. Accidental injury happens. Mistakes happen. Young dogs misjudge play. But multiple livestock kills are different. That signals the dog has stopped recognizing livestock is protected, lost inhibition around prey response, crossed a psychological boundary. At that point, the issue isn't behavior, it's identity. Once a guardian dog kills livestock repeatedly, something internal shifts. The dog learns livestock are not off limits. Arousal overrides restraint. The environment no longer has clear rules. That learning is extremely difficult, often impossible to reverse. This isn't disobedience, it's rewiring. After multiple kills, owners often try stronger corrections, tighter supervision, heavier confinement, more training. These don't fix the problem. They suppress behavior temporarily, but they don't restore the lost inhibition. The dog may comply under pressure, but pressure is not presence, and pressure doesn't work when supervision drops. Young LGDs may roughhouse livestock. That can be corrected early, but multiple kills mean prey drive has fully overridden guardian restraint. Once prey satisfaction is learned in that context, the dog does not forget it. This is why experienced handlers treat repeated livestock kills as a hard stop. At this stage, people blame fencing, supervision, boredom, stress. Those factors may contribute, but they are no longer the core problem. The dog has learned that livestock can be targeted. That knowledge cannot be fenced out. A dog that has killed multiple livestock is a liability to animals, operations, other dogs, humans. Even if incidents stop temporarily, the risk remains. Guardian work depends on trust. Once trust is broken at this level, the role collapses. Many people give second chances out of attachment to the dog. They tell themselves, it was a phase, it won't happen again, I can manage it better. Often the second failure is worse than the first, because the dog is now confident in the behavior. This is the hardest decision most owners make, or face. Responsible options include removing the dog permanently from livestock, rehoming to a non-working environment, containment with no livestock access. What is not responsible is continuing to test livestock against a known risk. A dog that kills livestock is not evil. It is simply unsuited for the guardian role. Some dogs are better as companions, property dogs, single-purpose protectors without animals. Ending livestock work is not punishment. It's just alignment. The one mistake LGDs can't come back from is allowing repeated livestock kills to be treated as correctable. Early mistakes can be shaped. Boundary testing can be managed. Immaturity can be outgrown. But once a dog repeatedly kills the animals it's meant to protect, the role is over. Protecting livestock means making decisions that prioritize the animals even when they're difficult. Most LGDs can recover from confusion. Very few recover from killing what they were meant to guard. If you enjoyed this video or if you learned something new, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching.